Chaos has ensued after a 3-month Israeli blockade on food, and it underscores just how perilous the situation is in Gaza.
مش بالساهل احنا بناخدش الا واحد ناكل نعيش حالنا.
We're seeing a very contentious system for distributing food to Palestinians in Gaza. This Israeli-backed system will involve 4 distribution sites. So you'll have hundreds of thousands of people moving several miles in order to feed their family. That is very different to the old UN-run system, which had roughly 400 distribution sites all across the territory from which civilians could get their food. And what the United Nations had been saying was that the new system will force people to walk too far. It will force them to walk through Israeli military lines, therefore exposing them to more danger.
I believe it is a waste of resources and a distraction from atrocities. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking towards famine.
And because most of the sites will be in the southern part of Gaza, the critics of this scheme will say that could potentially help facilitate an Israeli plan to displace hundreds of thousands of civilians from northern Gaza to southern Gaza. Over 18 months of war, most of the means of food production in Gaza have been destroyed. And so the only means of getting food is from the outside world. In early March, Israel cut off those food supplies as a means of pressuring Hamas, and civilians have borne the brunt of that. Many that we've interviewed have talked about going down to only 1 meal a day, and it has left many on the brink of starvation, according to aid agencies. The Israeli argument for this scheme is that it's necessary to bypass Hamas, that Hamas is still able to hang on to control of Gaza because it has access to food. These first 4 sites are supposed to cater for about 1 million people, or roughly half of the population of Gaza. So clearly it's not going to be enough. The idea, according to the foundation itself and Israeli officials, is that they will open more sites. The question, though, is where will they open those sites? Will they open some of them in northern Gaza? And if they don't, what will the people in northern Gaza do? Will they be forced to move down south in order to be closer to the places where the food is? And if they move, will they ever be allowed to go back to their homes in the north of the Gaza Strip?